Hello everyone, welcome to Piccadilly Stampin'. Now this takes about 30 seconds for it to notify.
Nope, I got you now.
Okay. Oh, you don't have your sound down.
Thought I did.
Yeah.
Oops.
Okay.
Hi Madison. Hi Jean. Well,
I'm gonna share a few and invite some folks. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. I see Madison and Sandra and Sherry and Laura and Kristen Tatum and Jean and Jerry Lynn. Hello. So thanks for joining tonight. So I've got kind of a wild show tonight. We're going to do several things.
Start with a drawing. Let's do a drawing.
Well, let's wait till people get in before we do that, Bill. Give me a minute, okay? I'm going to just say a few things. I want to show a couple of things. What?
I had hit the speaker and it typed in there, let's do a drawing.
Oh. Hi, Tanya. Hi, Wanda. Great. Thanks for joining us. So, I just wanted to share my little Piccadilly post that I got from my customer. I thought that was the cutest little thing. I normally send this out on my, instead of like Happy Mail, my upline has a thing called Happy Mail. I do my Piccadilly post, and so she sent me this. So I wanted to share that. And then I also wanted to share a couple of things. I got some cards. I'm always the one sending out handmade cards, but I got some cards. And I wanted to share some of the cards that I got in the mail. So this one, I think this was called Hearth and Home. It's in the annual catalog that I got sent out. And it's so pretty. Look at, they even did a little bit of like shimmer on there. Isn't that cute? I love it. Then, this one, Beverly sent me this one. Isn't this cute? This is probably my favorite stamp set of the season. I just fell in love with it, that and this paper. So I love it. Thank you so much. Oh, I love this one. I saw Sandra on here. Sandra sent me this beautiful card, but what I love about it, look at this. I'm so going to case that for a Facebook Live, Sandra, if I have your permission. Is that not the cutest or what? I love it. How creative, I thought anyway. Love it, love it, love it. Plus, I love the mint macaron. That's one of my favorite colors. And then, not that hi Beth Ann. Not that those weren't good, because those are really good. But I have one that is like super, 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 super special to me. So, Kristen Tatum and Danielle had won this set of Memories and More cards. And Kristen's son, Franklin, made me this card. And it's so stinking cute for more than one reason. So, let me show you. First of all, he's got the deer in here and happiest Christmas wishes. Can you see? Can you see he colored around? But this is the best. Are you ready? Are you ready? Ah! Look at this. There's a little punched out heart. I love it. So, Franklin, if you are watching this, I absolutely adore this. And I want to share something with you. So, you guys know that Bill's pretty crafty in the wood shop, and that he's always been, Franklin is, I believe, 5-ish, I think he's 5. And Bill's mom, he went to go visit his mom over the weekend, and she sent him home with something that he made when he was 5. Are you ready for this, you guys? It is so cute. So this just tells you that, shows you that my husband was a crafter. Even, look at that, the teacher even wrote his name, William P. Isn't that cute? It's a little pine cone that he decorated up with these little berries for like a tree. It's kind of fragile. It's like 45 years old. So, like this is coming apart. But anyway, how cute is that? So he's been crafting for a while. And Beverly, I just got done showing your card. Thanks for stopping by. I just love that. That's my favorite stamp set. Okay, so now, Bill, now if you must do a drawing,
Let's get her done.
So the next 2 weeks we're going to do multiple drawings for product because, well, it's the season of giving. Yeah, so, okay, and you guys stuck with me last week, and I do need to apologize. Oh, Joy's on. Yay! Joy's on. I do need to apologize. Last week, some of you were looking for me and looking for me and looking for me, and I had accidentally did my Facebook Live on my personal page. I'm so sorry about that. So, okay, lots of sharing, and I appreciate that. Oops, let's get these in here. Okay, so Bill, you ready?
Yep.
Okay, who do you have?
I don't know. June Jensen?
June Jensen. Okay, June. That's a new name to me. So, June, you have won. Let's see. Oh, you have won a paper stack of our wood textures. This, I've used this on so many man cards. So, send me your address in Messenger, and I will get these out to you. Awesome. Okay, June Jensen. There we go. Okay, now, do you feel good about that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right. So, last week, remember to share my video to your wall. Sharing my video gives you a chance to win prizes. And like I said, this week and next week before Christmas, we're going to be doing a few extra things. Today's all product base, but this is for the USA only. I can't afford the postage to ship it overseas, so just so you know. But I will put your name in for that drawing. Last week I had my host code wrong, so I want to just point that out. It's BBRWE3CD. I was missing the 3, so that's my host code for this week. So I'm going to save some of the announcements to the end because there's just so much I've got going on this week, and I want to talk a little bit about the upcoming catalogs. So in a few weeks, I think we're about 3 weeks away, Celebration will be starting. Celebration is kind of our biggest sale of the year, and it's awesome. So we have another occasions catalog that's coming out, and I have some that are going out in a mailer for people who maybe live farther away. But if you're locally, let me know if you would like a copy of this. I will get you a copy of it. But and I do need to point this out because I think people get confused. So this is our annual catalog, and this is going to go, I believe, until June 1. So this is still current. This goes with our annual catalog. For every $50 that you spend during Celebration, whether it be in our occasions catalog or in our annual catalog, you will earn free stamp sets, free paper pack. There's embellishments. There's a ribbon pack. Oh, I have to show you this ribbon. I am in love. This is, being a demonstrator, you get access to this stuff. I am in love with this. It is just this most beautiful ribbon this time, and there's 5 rolls. What's that?
That is kind of sharp.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I think so too. It's just so pretty and springy. So, and this is Organdy ribbon combo pack. I've seen him have 3 before, but I've never seen him have 5. So I think that's pretty awesome. There's also, I don't have it yet, but I did go to my uplines meeting. There's a paper pack, and what I like about this, there's a matching punch that goes with this stuff, with the butterflies and stuff. This paper is prettier than you can see in our catalog, or you have to see it in person. But the other side is all black and white. So I have like ideas searing around in my head. So because this doesn't go live until January 3rd, I'm not allowed on social media to open up the catalogs. But what I can show you is what I've ordered so far, just so you know. So I was just in a swap and I did this, I chose this Bloom by Bloom stamp set, and it does have a 4-pack of punches that come with it. So you can order this, and if you order them together, you save 10%. And this is like little bitty blooms that you can use like the inside of stamp sets. I got this piece of cake, and this one has a punch too, actually. So again, if you order them together, then you get a 10% discount. But I want to show you, because I was I had went to a my upline had kind of a training for us, and look at these beautiful cards that we got to make. Now, she had some different colors, but you know, I do my own thing, I guess. But is that just gorgeous or what? Look at the wedding one. So you got birthday and wedding, and I mean, whatever we celebrate with a cake for. I think this one is absolutely gorgeous. Anyway, so I'm going to have a lot of fun with this stamp set. I'm super excited about this one. And I gotta tell you, because the reason I'm so excited is because it comes with some framelits that are rectangle, and we've not had the rectangle, but this is like way cute. It has a stitching around it, and it will, when you cut out, and I'll show you because we'll be using this later tonight, but when it cuts out, it cuts out a stitch on your image, and then it cuts a stitch out on the frame. So that's pretty cool. And again, this is a 10% discount. This one makes me giggle because that's Bill. Can you see it? I'm always calling him my big ape, so I'm ape over you, Bill. So that's kind of what it's called. Hey Love. This is one of the free sets that you can win out of that catalog that I was telling you about, this Hello Cupcake. And I'm already doing some stuff with that, and it's going to be way cute. The Crackle Paint, I'm in love with this because you know me, I love the backgrounds. And then this is another one of the free stamp sets. So it's part of my story, and I really like some of this because there's a lot of you who are probably watching me right now. And it says, you are my chosen family. And there's so many people that will fit for me. So, okay, that was that quickly. Now, do you need to do another one?
Oh, we need to do another drawing. Another drawing.
Yeah, okay. Let me grab the box here. All right.
Okay, let's see. Sherry Ertz from here in Waterloo.
Sherry Ertz. Okay, yay, Sherry. You are going to win some roll of ribbon. So I will put that here so I remember. So congratulations, Sherry. All right. Now, I have enough projects. Now, I lost everyone.
No.
Didn't I?
Some people were saying that they lost them, but we're getting it. I mean, I'm watching you.
Okay. Is it not? Okay.
Yeah, you're alive.
Okay. Well, let me go grab the first project box. So,
first project box. All right.
The
Joyce said that she was having difficulty, and so was Patricia.
Oh no.
Their videos cut out, and they started playing a different video.
Well, that's what happened on my thing, so I didn't understand that. Sometimes when Facebook is being a bit screwy, you guys, go out and come back in. Just go right to my Piccadilly wall and go out and come back in. Okay, so I've got the project box out. So tonight I wanted to use, this is one of the host sets that you can earn for free. It's called Pressed Flowers, and I've had it for a while, and I've used it for a couple of things, but I've never really showcased it. And I thought I want to do something with this because I had this idea in my head. And of course I like to do technique stuff. So we're going to be using pressed flowers, and then just for the expressions, I'm going to use friendly expressions tonight. So let's get our...
Your mom said it was a commercial.
A commercial?
A commercial ad. And she clicked out of it, clicked back in, and came right back.
Oh, what in the heck? Okay. So... are there any comments or anything before I get going too far?
Nope. Tara says hi.
Hi, Tara. I love that girl. Okay. So I've got a Granny Apple Green and card base, and I just folded that in half. And then I'm going to be using Flirty Flamingo and Daffodil Delight and a piece of, I'm going to get a scrap paper here. Now, I've done this technique before, but I use painter's tape just because it's cheaper than artist tape, quite honestly. So here's what I like to do, is you take the tape. Now, this will tear your paper if you don't get it so that it's low tack. So how do I get it low tack? I run it through my hands and get the oils off my hands, and it takes just a little bit. Am I teaching anyone anything?
Teaching me.
Are you gonna, do you like your tape low tack?
I like my tape.
Okay, so for that little bit of extra work, all right, and then what I'm gonna do is I just have a piece of scratch paper, just it's what I prefer to use. I could use it on this mat, but then I'd have to clean it off in front of you guys. So, okay, I'm going to take this and determine if I got that straight. Now, one of the things that I do is this side is the side. This side isn't so much as important as this side. So this is the one that I kind of press down. And we're going to pull out our Daffodil Delight and our Flirty Flamingo. All right. So we sell these sponge daubers, and I like these better than our sponges for this project because I think it's a little bit, what's the word I want? Denser of a sponge. But also because I like the control. I'm a control junkie. Ask Bill. So I use these over and over as the colors change. We used to have a color named Sun, but it's long gone. So these things dry and you can clean them, and that's what I do. So this is my Daffodil Delight, and this is my Flirty Flamingo. And I'm going to start with the lightest color. And am I in camera, Bill, so that they can see what I'm doing?
I think so, because you're poking on the right-hand side there.
Okay.
Little daubers.
Just making sure.
Daubers.
Daubers. Okay. So I like to test it out and see how dark I'm getting that color, so I'm really getting it in there. Everyone does it differently. I like to kind of dab a little bit before I get going, but I'm just going to use this to do a little sponging on the paper. So this is just to mask off what I don't want sponged. So I'm going to start at the top. You see what I'm doing?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to go down just a little bit farther because I want to blend these two colors together so I get kind of like three colors. And I would like this just a hair darker. You can always add more. I'm just doing a circular motion. You can always add more, but you can't take it off. So, and if this doesn't work out, Joy's on, so we all know who did it. kind of relaxing. Okay. And I'll kind of fade that out. No problem. Now let's do the same thing, but come the other direction. And let's do it with our... This is a little bit more of a robust color. You like that word, robust? So I do a little Stampin' Off here and start a little lighter. Because this has got a little bit more giddy up. And I want to mix it right into that yellow because then it kind of takes on a tangerine color. Yeah, I'm not doing any Christmas cards tonight, you guys. I will be doing a New Year's card, but not Christmas.
You better have your Christmas stuff done.
I hope so. Yeah, well, I'm getting a little bit of... So you see how it kind of blends into each other? Isn't that cool? All right. Tip number 2 tonight. So we've masked it off with our homemade low-tack tape. Come at an angle and slowly remove the tape. Hi, Monk. Okay, so what that just did is it masked that. So you see how that looks? Awesome. Yeah, not bad, huh? Pretty good for... This ain't my first rodeo, hon. Okay, so I'm just going to come in with my Memento Black ink, and I'm going to take my... I chose on that stamp set... Where's that stamp set? I chose the Happy to Know You, because I'm making a happy card. This is my Bob Ross moment, and we're having a... Happy little tree lives here, and a happy little... And I just want to... I always test. So I'm a little bit crooked, and I want to test it down here. Okay, so I'm going to stamp this one more time, or ink this one more time, because I finally got happy and with what I have here. And I'm going to stamp it and just give that a moment to transfer without rocking it. Awesome. Oh, actually, I'm going to leave that out. I'm going to use the Memento for the next. So on the pressed flowers, I chose this image. You could do more than one. I'm liking this whole simple stamping thing. I like kind of some clean lines and looks. So, and sometimes I find that taking the ink to the stamp gets better results. Okay, so how do I want to line that up? Oops, I may have rocked that. I hope I didn't, as I'm not going through the whole process again. Not bad. Tell you what, could have gone up a little higher, but it kind of dropped on me. Okay, so let's bring our mat in here. Isn't it getting brighter and brighter? And of course, you know we have to do embellishments.
Of course, why not?
Any comments or anything?
No, they're loving it. Simple stamping inspires people.
It really does. And sometimes just, you know, sometimes those clean lines, I think. At least that's what sells me more, as I kind of like kind of a cleaner. I used to throw everything, ask my mother, I used to throw everything I could on a card on a car. Well, on a card too. Okay, I am using the Texture Weave Granny Apple Green ribbon. And just for the sake of time, because I've got a few projects and a few drawings tonight, so I went ahead and pre-tied a bow. And we're going to take that bow. Where are my... Granny Apple Green. It's
new green this year.
It's my new favorite green. That's right. I think I'm going to change that. No, I don't like that angle. And then we're going to take a glue dot. And we're going to glue our bow right there. This is so pretty. Okay, I'm not done yet. Let's pull out some more bling. These, I'm not kidding. These are some of my absolute favorite sequins in the world. This is our iridescent set. I like this and I like the metallic, but because of the coloring of this, look at how those colors match. Perfect, right? And because everyone has a different way, I normally glue these down with liquid glue, basically because I'm cheap. But tonight I'm going to use a glue dot, and we're just going to pull out some like that looks like that color. So let's stick one there, and let's go for more of that yellowy color. And let's stick one there. And how about some of the green color? Here's one. Except for the other one wanted to stick to it. What do you think? Yeah? I know, right? So let me do this quickly and kind of line. I normally use the ones that I get in my Paper Pumpkin. If any of you are Paper Pumpkin subscribers, the ones you get in there are just a hair smaller than these. I love it. Okay, so this is quite colorful. And so where did that go?
A lot of pretties.
I know. And it's really just ink, a couple of sequins, and some really good ribbon that matches the cardstock. And where's the last one here? They say to put these in odd numbers on your cards, like 3, 5, 7. Okay. Ta-da! Isn't that awesome? Now, I'm looking up. Let me see the hearts. Let me see the love. Is anyone making love signs for me?
Yeah, a lot of them.
Okay, good, because I can't see it. All right. Now, do you want to do another drawing in between?
Sure, let's do that.
Okay. Let's do that. Okay, here's the box, Bill. Reach up. Reach up.
Yeah.
That one?
Yep. Beth Ann.
Beth Ann, woohoo! Okay, Beth Ann, let's see what you won. Oh, you won. This is from our, this is a sample pack from our glimmer papers that were, what is this called? The Joyous Noel. So you've got a sample pack here. So just send me your address and I will get this into the mail for you also. Okay. So let me clean this up and we'll get the next project box out. So these stamp sets right now are all in our current catalog. Okay. The next one we're going to do is, it's so easy and it's so not. No, it is. It's very easy. It's very simple.
Beth Ann says she doesn't have any of that paper.
Oh, good, because it's like some of my favorite especially with the the sprig punch. I love it with that. So awesome. Awesome, awesome. Oh, I'm glad she was on. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of watercoloring tonight. So, what's that?
Watercoloring, cool.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so I'm using a piece of watercolor paper. And why am I using watercolor paper? Because if you use any other paper, it pills up, it curls up. This will curl, but then it'll go back flat when it's dry. So I have cut this at 3 1/4 by 5 or by 4 1/2. I don't know why I did that way and this that way, but so that's my watercolor paper. I also have a mat of black, and that's 3 3/8 by 4 5/8. Okay, so it'll go like this when I'm done. We're going to watercolor first. And then, of course, Bermuda Bay. Because Bermuda Bay, there doesn't need to be an explanation for Bermuda Bay. It's just wonderful. It's just what I chose. Okay, and I've really kind of fallen in love with this combination, lemon lime twist and Bermuda Bay. I love it. I just love it. So we're going to squeeze our top so that it goes into the lid, because I'm going to use this as my palette. And I'm going to do the same thing with the lemon lime twist. Okay, the stamp set that we're going to be using is the Warm Hearted. Now this was I think this was a host set, right? It doesn't say host. Normally it does. But this one doesn't say host. That was in the back of our current... Now I gotta look. I think it's in the back of our current, where's Joy? She always knows. It's in the back of our current occasions catalog, the holiday catalog. And I've made a couple different cards using this and some Halloween stuff, but we're going to do Cheers to the New Year. So that'll be what we're going to start with. This is an aqua painter. You just fill this up with water. It just screws on, and then you can squeeze the water down this tube into this paintbrush. I will say, when you have an aqua painter, you want to, so let me get that water down there. Okay. You want to have a paper towel or something close by. Now, everybody does theirs a little bit different. I'm going to start mine. There's two sides of the paper, really, if you look at it, and you can do it however you want, but I like to use the smoother side, because when it comes to stamping, I think I get a better stamped image. So I just want to make a watercolor wash, okay? And I'm just going to start off by running a little bit of water along. I'm going to squeeze a little bit more down. Any questions, Bill?
No, not yet. They're all looking.
Okay. And then I'm going to put a little bit, I'm going to drip a little water here and make like my paint, okay? I just think of slime every time I see this color, and I love it. So, I hope Madison's watching and I'm embarrassing her. Good. Good. Okay. So, I'm just going to take this and I'm just going to do like a wash. So I'm just simply going to go over the paper like so. And just like I did with the sponging technique, I'm going to go down just a little bit. Okay. And I'm going to get that color out. So clean it off so that it's no longer green. And I'm going to do the same thing with the Bermuda Bay. I'm going to come in here. Now you see the paper is bowing, but this paper can take on quite a bit of moisture. Look at all that color. I love color. And I'm going to do the same exact thing. I'm just going to kind of start where we were and come down here. And this is what I call a watercolor wash. So there's really, you don't have to be a watercolor artist to do this. Anybody can do a wash. So then squeeze a little bit more water down and get that out. So I'm cleaning out my aqua painter, and I can put that up for another day. I will say this, when I am done, I usually soak up any remaining water. I don't necessarily take up the color, but I take up water so that it does not ruin my pad, my ink pad. Okay, so there we go.
Big love.
A big love. Okay, so to help this process along, and I just got my cord caught, it would not be, oh, I'm sorry, I just hit that too. It would not be a Facebook Live if I didn't have some sort of catastrophe. Okay, my heat gun was wrapped around the chair. So just to make this go faster for live, and you can you see how this is getting like really delicious with the color? It's like starting to stain the edges. I love it. Okay, I'm just going to hit it with the heat gun here to kind of dry it out so we can keep moving. And as it dries, you see it's starting to be less bowed and laying flat. And it'll actually start to bow the other direction. Okay. Cool, right? Easy peasy Japanesey. So, I'm going to use my StazOn mostly because it's a little inkier than my Memento that I was using earlier, and I need to re-ink on my Memento. So I'm going to take Cheers to the New Year, and I'm going to go ahead and ink that all up. And I want it pretty inky because this is watercolor paper. Yeah, that's dry enough. Make sure that's pretty inky. And I'm just going to stamp kind of right in the middle. Yay! Okay. And I'm going to come back with my Bermuda Bay. And in this stamp set, there's these like little stars, twinkle lights, I don't know what they are. They're awesome little decoration, and I'm going to take the Bermuda Bay in solid color. I'm not going to stamp it off or anything. However, I am going to get the Stampin' Matte, and I'll put this down, and I'm just going to use this as a little corner decoration here, and I'm going to go ahead and do it again up at the top. Is that not adorable? Come on. It is. I know it is. So now, I love it, I love it, I love it. By the way, this is my own creation. Yep, no casing on this one. So I'm gonna glue this down to the back, the black mat, and I put just a little bit more on because it is the watercolor paper. A little bit more glue is what I meant to say. And I just have this at like a 1/8 inch border, but this is going to, and let me get that straight, that's why I use green glue. This is going to give it a pop, you know, to that color, and I love it. Okay, then let's look at this. Pretty, right? So let's go ahead. Now you can pop it up if you want to. I tend to do less popping up because I don't know. I pop up things. I'm gonna get some of that glue off of that side. But I usually don't do these center pieces. Mostly because I like it to go through the mail, and I usually send a couple pieces. Okay. Is this cute or what? I get too much glue on one side and not enough on the other. Go figure. Okay, Bill, is this cute or what?
It's awesome.
That's better. You got to learn to do your oohs and ahs, boy.
Well, thing is, we're about 20 seconds behind you.
Oh, that's true. Okay, so let me go to...
Lori says it saves the dimensionals.
Yeah, well, I'm not a dimensional miser, but... Okay, these glimmer dots are awesome. And I got a pearl stuck in my glimmer dot. But I'm going to get out some of these lemon lime twist ones, right? Cause it's like lemon lime twist. There's no other.
Tater's giving us some oohs and ahs.
See, Tater knows his place. Okay. You forget to talk?
I forgot to talk.
And again, let's see, I'll do it up here. Oh my gosh, so simple. That's male or female. There's no bows on it. So if there's a man in your life that you want to give a New Year's card to, there you go. Oh, I love it. And I love that I was able to get so many holidays. I did Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and now New Year's, all 4 holidays out of this one stamp set. And this is only available until the new catalog starts, right? I think so. So if you want it, that's one. I think it's a host set too. So, okay. So that's this card. Yay!
Yay!
Heart, heart, heart. Okay. So now we're down to two cards down. We have one more, and I'm going to use...
I think we need another drawing.
You think another drawing? Really?
In between cards.
Okay. Let me finish my sentence.
Oh.
What I was going to say is we're going to pull out a brand new stamp set that's coming from the brand new Occasions catalog. Okay, you ready, Bill?
Yep.
Get up here.
Woo!
All right, who do you got?
Karen Jones!
Oh, Karen! Karen, you won some of my favorite green glue. Yay! And actually, that's awesome because I have to see you, Karen, so I need to get with you. Okay. All right. Now, let's go to the last. This is another Pammy original. It's a brand new stamp set that's coming out. Now, I will let you know that this will not be available until July 3rd when the new catalog comes out. But
You're really teasing them.
I know.
Wow.
But it is so awesome.
6 months out.
6 months out. Like 3 weeks.
July 3rd?
Oh, I'm sorry. January.
Oh.
You gotta keep...
You said July. I was like,
You gotta keep up with me, Bill.
I am. I'm listening.
Okay, so one of the stamp sets that I didn't show you earlier is this Incredible Like You. First of all, let's just talk about So Glad We're Friends. I just adore you, incredibly proud of you, and hope your day is amazing as you. So love those. There's so many people that in my life that I want to thank, and I think this just sums up some of my feelings. But this set, I actually have like, I don't know, like 7 projects ready to go with this set, and I can only do one tonight. So I picked a real easy one, but it's a fun one. Now, we're going to be using the So Glad We're Friends. We're going to be using this little leaf, these 2 for the flowers, this little stem tonight out of this set so that I don't have to pull that back out, and one more, and this. Okay, let me get the project box. Now, remember me telling you earlier that on this die set that it cut out. Now, if I would have done this a little bit differently, but I want you to see this, so I'm going to stand up. So it cuts out a stitched edge on the die cut that you're cutting out, but it can also cut out a stitched edge on the, like if you were going to, especially if you're a scrapbooker, you know, and you had a picture behind it or something. So I just wanted to show you that. That's awesome, I think, about this die set. So let me put this up. We're not going to be using that. It's just, I used the, just so you know, because I know someone will ask me, I used the largest in this grouping, and this is how this came from the company, and it's our stitched rectangles. So, in that smaller set. I am also using a 2 by 4 1/4 piece of DSP. This is Pear Pizzazz, which we'll be using Pear Pizzazz. We'll be using Blushing Bride, Crumb Cake, and Calypso Coral tonight. And this is a piece for my card base of Calypso Coral. Awesome. Okay, I'm going to start off with, what do I do with that scrap paper? There we go. I'm going to stick a piece of scrap paper down here because I'm going to do just a little bit. I'm going to do Calypso Coral on Calypso Coral. And so I'm going to use this striped design and ink that up. I guess I can do that on camera. I want it good and inky. Okay, and there's one edge is a little bit more lined up and one's a little more crooked, and I want that crooked edge. Ooh, I can see where I missed inking. Sometimes with larger stamps, it's just easier for me to take the ink. There we go. So I want that crooked side going inwards on my stamp. And I'm going to stamp just a little bit off. Again, this is a Pammy original, but it's so easy. Okay. Well, actually, I'll need that. I'm scared I'll stick my finger in it, though. Okay, so I'm going to set that aside, and then I'm going to take it's hard to see the white on white, I know, but okay, so then I'm going to get into all of these ink colors.
Cool.
I know. So this is a 2-set stamp set, not all of it, but some of it. So that large rectangle that is got the stitching on it, I'm going to start off, and I find that if you start with the darker color, it's easier to add the lighter color on top. So I'm going to start with the Calypso Coral, and of course I got to check. Okay, makes such a pretty flower. I love this flower. And I'm going to like stamp that down. Okay, then I'm going to go on top of it with, let me get this out. It's kind of like a watercolor wash. There's actually some detail in it, but it's kind of like a watercolor wash, and it's supposed to look that way. So I'm going to go with Blushing Bride right on top of it. And I do like to check. Okay. May need to re-ink my Blushing Bride too. Let's get that in there pretty good. So one of the reasons why I do it this way is because it's easier to see through my stamp, and I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up, to see through where I'm stamping with the light color versus, see? I love it. I know, I get so excited over the, like my friends that stamp with me, I like talk to myself the whole time. Kristen Tatum can tell you I do. I talk to myself and I like basically pat myself on the back thinking that I'm marvelous. Okay, so in the crumb cake, I'm going to take, and I just want to check it out, take that little stem, And I am going to stamp it down like so. And then I'm going to come back with my old olive and the little leaf. And I'm not sure that this was actually, I think this image, and I use it, this twig here, I think this actually goes to this because that fits up perfectly, and I do use it in another card that I'm going to be making, but I didn't care. I wanted this one, and I decided that, like Bob Ross, it's a little leaf is going to live right there. And then I'm going to do the same thing. Are you laughing at me?
I am. Little leaf gonna live. I can almost see him with the paintbrush.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so I love how this looks like it's kind of like watercolored. Ah. So let me go back and I'm going to get the StazOn. Some people don't care to use StazOn on their photopolymer stamps because it stains it. I am the absolute opposite. I love it when my photopolymer gets stained, especially with the StazOn, because then I can see much better because old people can't see as good as they used to. So I'm going to test it. So glad we're friends. And that will be stained now forever, and I'm going to love it because when I'm coming like this, especially when I'm, oh please, I can't see because the camera's, I hope that's even, and if it's not, it was a good attempt. Oh, poop. It's not so bad, it's just that it didn't ink down. It tested good there.
Yeah, it did.
So I'm going to show you what I was going to do, guys, because I don't want to hook this to it. But basically I was going to stick this here and stick this here. And then I was going to use some of our baker's twine, which is the, I'm going to show you my sample. Here's the finished card. So I wonder if that shows up okay. Can you guys see it? Didn't it come out absolutely beautiful? Again, this stamp set is not available until the new catalog comes out, but it's such a simple card. It is a little piece of DSP, a little simple stamping on one little, I mean, yeah, it is. I think it's cute. So let's pull out all the cards that we made tonight. Let me get all this stuff out of the way. So, by the way, just a little heads up. Someone told me that this Calypso Coral is the color of spring this year. It's going to be a big color, so I think that that's going to be something you're going to see a lot of. And Bermuda Bay is just my color, and Granny Apple Green. So, okay, so those are my cards for tonight. Now, are you wanting to do another drawing before the end?
Do another one.
Okay.
One more.
Woo! Okay, what do you got?
Karen Jones. No.
No, what is that?
Kathy Appleby.
Kathy Appleby. Kathy Appleby. Woo! Okay, what do we got for Kathy? Okay, Kathy, I've got a sampler pack. Oh, I love this paper. Of the Joyous Noel. And it's the foil paper. Plus then it has great coordinating backsides to the DSP, so I will get that to you. I think I have Kathy's address. Okay, so now let's go on to the announcements that I skipped by earlier. So did everyone share my video for your chance to be in next week's drawing?
I'm reminding them.
Okay.
Gotta share to win.
Okay. All right. Listen to you. You're such a good little assistant. I'm going to put you on the payroll for real.
All right.
Okay. So, let's see what we have. All right. This is we got another drawing, don't we?
At the very end.
Okay. So, this is the new Stamparatus bag that came out to carry your Stamparatus. So I just wanted to let you guys know it holds all the accessories. I do not have mine yet. Cannot wait for January 3rd because that will be on my list. But it is actually out for sale for my customers. So if you're interested in that, let me know and I can get you that parts number. It should be on the website too. Also, my special this week, which is my special every week, but with a $50 order through December 15th, so it's Saturday by noon, using this host code BBRWE3CD, you will get a free gift from me for $50 or more. I do want to let everyone know this is actually a really good time to join my team. I have some amazing women on my team that like inspire me constantly. And excuse me. And I would love, if you are interested, if you want to get a discount every time you make a purchase, talk to me. Just find out what there is to be a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. A lot of demonstrators, in fact, I would say 85% of demonstrators are just hobbyists just to get the discount. So you don't have to sell, you don't have to recruit anyone, but I would love to have you on my team. And if you sign up, you can get ready for the celebrations that I was telling you about. You're allowed to pre-order from that. So should we do our last drawing then?
Last drawing.
Drum roll, please.
Drum roll.
Okay, let me grab the...
Madison Craft.
Okay, what did Madison win?
I don't know, some dots.
Some dots. Madison, you won some gold faceted gems. So,
gems.
yeah, some dots. Awesome. These are great. So, I will be back here next Wednesday night. So, here's my family plans. I'm going to do kind of another, and I'll be doing one of the new things next Wednesday too from the new catalog, but as well as some stuff from our annual catalog. But my goal is to do another one with lots of drawings next week and have this kind of be a big thing, and then I will take the following week off. The day after Christmas I am going to take that day off. So thank you so much. Seriously, I love stamping with you. I love some of the ideas that you guys are sending me. Someone had asked me about sponging, someone had asked me about watercoloring, so I definitely wanted to do those. So send me any of your ideas. I appreciate it so much. Have a great evening, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.